Hello, little ones. Would you like to hear a story? I've got one for you. Of dungeons and douchebags. Long ago, the land of Irion was governed by many majestic empires. The humans of the plains, the elves of the forest, the Oreads of the mountains, the Merrow of the oceans, and the kobolds and Okiti taking what was left. But, as is so common amongst all with darkness in their hearts, those who had power would not be satisfied until they had more. War broke out, alliances being made and broken in a second, as the once civilized races slew each other in droves in vain attempts to get one more seat of power. The kobolds, on the brink of annihilation, sought out a new draconic god who would protect them. Instead, they found Jogotha. A powerful and terrible dragon, Jogotha cared not for the suffering of those around him. Taking advantage of the warring continent, Jogotha razed Irion to the ground, seeking to carve a mighty empire in his name. A last desperate alliance stood firm against Jogotha, and after a terrible battle, the dragon was finally slain. With Irion torn apart, and no one in any shape to continue the war, an armistice was reached, and the Great War ended. Now, many years later, Irion has started to rebuild, and the age of clockwork has begun. And our unlikely heroes, gathered first to celebrate a harvest festival, may soon find themselves at the center of another war. Trevlon, the halfling bard.
I'm gonna get to the bottom of this mystery right after I've had this little nap.
Corellian, the kobold paladin.
You must understand, I will do whatever it takes.
Malifane, the half-elf rogue.
You have me rather curious. Tell me something about you.
Thavagath, the Goliath barbarian.
With victory comes honor. And goes.
And Momo, the Arakakra cleric.
You seem tense. Let me help you.
From humble beginnings, these brave adventurers may soon find themselves the key to saving the fallen empires.
Last time on Dungeons and Douchebags, Fallen Empires. Malifane, wandering in a haze after learning that his father might be dead and his mother is fighting a losing battle in her mind, encountered the mysterious Fey Lady who had taken part of Esgol's name. She introduced Ez to a newborn baby with the name of Gnoll, and explained there were ways he could get his name back, and ways she could separate Ez from Malifane. Ez, however, literally spat at the offer and turned her down, though she did not seem to be dissuaded. Reuniting with the rest of the party, our heroes traveled down to the Sacred Mines, accompanied by Prince Zordan, who admitted he had no idea what the Minotaurs were even doing in the mines, but he voted to not let them in the first place, lost, and now wants them out anyway. As they traveled, they encountered a pack of faceless, spider-like creatures from the Swarm, and made some very poor tactical decisions about who to put in front. Fighting off the spider creatures, and following them to make sure that none of them got away, they encountered more swarm-like creatures, and a flooded tunnel to where the Minotaurs lay. Again, making very poor decisions about who to send in first. After a harrowing battle with the bomb-throwing, hulking Minotaurs, our heroes finally managed to knock one unconscious and slay another, while the third escaped back through the tunnel. How will our heroes manage to interrogate this mighty beast? What other swarm creatures are in this mine? Will the session not be a total shit show this time? Find out on tonight's episode of Dungeons and Douchebags, Fallen Empires.
Hello and welcome to Fallen Empires, the show where everything's made up and the internet never works. I'm your host, Alex. With me today, we have Atlas.
What was that about internet not working?
We have Jojo. Thank you. We have
You're
Scott.
welcome.
I am a robot coming to steal your girl. Here I go. Grabs, runs.
I can't believe that fucking robot stole my girl. You weren't actually robotic that time, which is amazing.
Yeah. It was entirely clear.
Jojo, I thought we rehearsed this.
I guess
Mean.
I guess we didn't. We've got Phil.
Maybe it's his internet.
And we've got Walrus. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank
That's
you.
the worst.
Fuck you.
Oh god.
All right.
I'm so excited.
When last we left off, our heroes had killed a minotaur and knocked another one unconscious. So that was a fun time.
That was a fun time. I
Oh
agree.
boy.
Corpse
Good
is just floating
stuff.
there in the water.
Yeah,
Just-
Yeah.
none of you bothered to move the corpse. It's a little morbid.
It's a psychological trick for when the other one wakes up.
Same with the giant serpent bug that's right next to you.
Oh
That's a snack.
No, that's a serpent
Oh
bug.
yeah, Walrus. Real quick, Momo can fly now.
Oh shit! Good. Excellent.
Yeah,
Excellent.
yeah.
Excellent.
You missed it. It was
It
great.
was very
wholesome.
emotional.
It was very wholesome.
Oh god! And there's who just died?
It's
Shit.
too emotional, apparently.
It was so emotional that someone died. I don't think it was
Jojo
that.
first for a second.
All right.
Okay, so how long do we have until this big meaty boy wakes up?
You have no idea.
Right. Is this
We
Momo?
tie him up at least.
Oh yes, definitely.
Yeah, that would probably be a good
I know I
idea.
have rope.
Does
Uh,
anyone?
Just a tad.
Yeah, I've got some rope. Let me just
All right.
double sure. Yeah, he's got rope in his explosive pack. Okay. So we can just tie him up with that. Do you need to roll anything for rope tying? Like an effective tie? Or
I'll have you make a sleight of hand check just for like one particular thing I have in mind.
in that case, anyone want to do that?
I'll
I'll
try.
do that.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Who's got the highest?
Let me do
Go,
that.
who's good at
Scott,
left hand?
Malifane easily has the highest sleight of hand. Is that what you're asking? Because he's got the frickin' gloves. That's
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Big meaty gloves.
Go for it, Mal.
Meaty.
All right. So I don't know if my internet's going to give out. So just in case this doesn't work, I do have a physical set of die, and if this doesn't work, you'll just have to take my word for it. Apologies in advance.
okay. Thank you.
But for now, let's try roll 20.
All right.
E. Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy!
Oh boy! Oh boy!
My nipples are so erect in anticipation.
Your nipples.
Oh.
My nipples,
Ooh.
steampy.
No, I don't think I do have any use for rubber nipples.
All right.
Tell you what, though.
Even with the magic gloves and stuff, it's kind of hard tying a good knot because you've never had to tie a knot around a giant hunk of beef, basically.
Dang. You're
Because this is a
lucky.
10-foot walking bull. You don't exactly get a lot of practice tying those up.
He cannot not.
I cannot
You
not.
cannot not.
Certainly more difficult than I anticipated.
I can see that, says Prince Sordan. Do any of you have, like, a chain or something to help reinforce that? Because, like, I don't want him to break out of it.
Yeah, gotta admit, the idea of a giant, beef man turning me into a hamburger would not be good. I don't know if I have any chain, though.
I don't have any chain, but how about... And Thavagoth takes out his trident and just kind of holds it gingerly pressed against the guy's, jugular. If he tries anything...
If he tries
that's-
anything, he's still a giant bull man, and I can punch him, says Prince Sordan, looking very, very eager to do so.
Well,
you can
sounds
punch him directly onto this pointy thing that I'm holding against his neck.
and also, I will say this. If worse comes to worse, I can try and charm the fella. Maybe see if we can just make him our friend against his will. But,
That is why we waited a month.
yes, that is what
What are you talking about? It's just been a matter of
What are you talking
seconds.
Oh yeah, no, we've been here for seconds. It's not been an entire month since anything happened. You're right. Sorry, I had a bit of a fit
confused.
there.
How
Don't
soon
worry
have
about
you to forget?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, right. So, do we want to try and wake him up?
Momo, how are you feeling right now? If you were to quantify your feelings currently into a numerical scale of sorts, where would you rank yourself?
I'm what?
With a minimum and a maximum, how you're feeling physically,
Oh,
if you get our drift.
Let us
Your
say there
HP
were a
lower.
certain number of points that you would put into your health.
Health points, if you will.
50.
HP for sure.
I'd say about a 15 out of 29 or something.
Maybe you want to
Stop
heal a
bullying
little bit. Maybe you want to heal a little bit in case this guy does break loose and go berserk on us.
You know what? How about I do a mass healing spell?
Try and make sure that you don't heal the bull, though. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just-
I don't. Might be
Yeah, I'm
kind
just
of
thinking.
wasted because I think you're the only one who has. Well, Zordan, how are you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling great. Let's say I have the same number of health points. I'm at 106.
Jesus.
Fuck it.
Okay then.
Holy wow.
Yeah, I think you're the only one who's out of sorts, Momo.
Yeah,
And
I feel great.
Okay. I clasp myself and I cast Healing Word.
Nice.
Nice. All right. So,
Who wants
Do
to be the
we-
one to awaken the beast?
you know what? I have some experience in slapping people awake, and I can do it somewhat gingerly and make
Don't
sure he
let him
doesn't.
bite you.
Yeah, it's not the biting I'm worried about. Surprisingly. How would I wake this guy up? Would I just slap him across the face a little bit?
If you can reach.
Why don't you grab
No,
some
better
water
idea.
just-
You know what? I'm going to use the best spell in the game, Prestidigitation.
Wake him up
And-
with sound.
Bath
Yeah,
salts.
not sound. I'm going
Smelling
to.
salts, that's the one.
Yeah, I'm going to sort of make a very pungent odor under his nose to sort of wake him up.
Oh boy.
You're gonna make some smelling
Yes.
salts?
Yeah.
I'll
There you
work with
go.
it.
Cool. All right. Using the power of your magic vest, you make a little harmless sensory effect of smelling salts. The minotaur sniffs the air, jolts up, looks down, doesn't flex hard enough to break the rope, but looks down, looks back up. Who the fuck tied this knot? This is absolute shit.
We don't talk about who tied this knot because their feelings might be hurt.
I could do
In
a
any
better
case.
knot than this one in my sleep.
Again, feelings may be hurt, and that's okay. But at the same time, you know, we want to create a nice atmosphere here for many reasons.
Speaking of nice atmosphere, I'm gonna do that. I'm going to cast Zone of Truth,
All right.
centered on the Minotaur. So,
I'm going to use this arrow to simulate me pointing the trident at his neck.
I guess everyone needs to make a charisma save then.
We're all just
Oh.
going to be spilling our guts.
Yay!
Yeah, because it doesn't say that everyone of your choice is affected. It's just everyone.
Does
Charisma save?
that include me? I guess it does, doesn't it?
Eh,
I'll just choose to
definitely
fail my save. So it's versus a 15.
So I have some interesting news. The Minotaur
Oh, dear.
rolled a natural 20.
Wow.
No way!
Well, I know that it happened, so I sort of like tilt my head and I say, well, that's kind of interesting. It's a shame that didn't work out as well as I wanted it to.
Mhm.
I could try again.
I would recommend saving whatever power you have for whatever's up next.
Eh.
I think I can talk to this guy. I mean,
You can certainly try, little man.
Wait, you said everyone had to make a roll?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because Zone of Truth doesn't specify creatures of your choice.
Oh boy, alright, here we go.
It
Come
just
on
means
now.
you can't. It just means you
Connection
can't
interrupted.
lie.
Okay, fuck this. Regular dice.
Okay.
give me a good roll.
That is 15 plus 2, 17.
Yeah, you pass it.
All right.
Okay. So, hi. Sorry about this. We did not want this to happen. What is your name, if I may begin?
Okay, first of all, you did not want this to happen. You walked into the mine, you beat the shit out of some minotaurs, and you tied me up not wanting this to happen. Wow.
I didn't. What I mean to say is, I didn't want you to get hurt. None of us did. We wanted this to be as...
If
I didn't give a shit.
If I may step in, you attacked us. I was swimming. You decided, hey, let's beat the shit out of Thabagath. Your fucking words, not mine.
Okay, how about this? Let's just let bygones be bygones for now, and start fresh. This has happened. We are in this position. We don't want to hurt you anymore, right?
Looks directly at Thabagath. I mean, he seems stupid enough to not follow that plan, so I believe you.
Okay, so let's start with names. My name is Trevlon. What is your name?
Sinaris Orkstep.
Orkstep. Is that did you get that name post or did you earn that title?
All minotaurs earn their titles, little man.
Right. Well, I feel bad for whatever orc landed under you, because oh my, that would be death. You are a large creature and a very intimidating one at that. Okay. So we are here on particular business, right? Not going to say who, but we're very interested in why the Minotaur are down here in the first place. To be quite frank, we're not entirely sure if it's good for the cave if they are here. And I know this is presumptuous coming from me. I want you to tell us why you're here and why you think you should stay.
It's public knowledge. We are digging for iron. And when he says that, Zordan just punches him in the back of the head. What the fuck is wrong with that guy?
I think he
likes to punch.
I do like to punch! I'm the bad cop now!
Zordan, you're not... Okay, no. This isn't a good cop, bad cop situation. This is a situation where there are no policemen. There is only a big beef man and a little man trying to talk to him politely. We don't need to punch him.
But there's a whole bunch of other people besides from you and the big beef man.
Yeah, but at the same time, in my experience, if you want some truth out of someone, usually you don't hit them. It's only works in very particular situations.
Zordan looks very confused.
You never start with the head. The victim gets all fuzzy.
Yeah, what he said. Let's think of it like that. Zordan, I'd appreciate it if you don't punch him unless entirely necessary.
Zordan slowly nods.
Was the Minotaur telling the truth about the iron? Can I tell that?
Make an insight check.
Okay. Fucking hell. Ugh.
He said it was public knowledge, though you did not really ask around town what the Minotaurs were doing, so you can't verify that.
Zordan, is there a reason you punched this Minotaur after he said that?
Because he's a jackass?
Okay, well, that's not exactly what I was going for. Mining for iron.
Go over and I didn't mean to interrupt. Can I go over and stand by Zordan to be the median between the Minotaur and him?
Absolutely.
I'm pretty sure he could just go over your head if he really wanted to.
Yeah, he is taller than you.
Let me be nice. Kind of cross over and just kind of stand next to him and just rub his arm gently.
May I ask a question?
I don't know, may you?
You ask the question, Tav.
If all you're here to do is mine ore, then why was your instant response upon seeing me to attack me and my friends?
That is a good question. You have no idea whether or not we were here on any malicious business.
Those were a lot
the Minotaur nods down to the corpse of his buddy floating down in the water. I made the bet with him that double or nothing, we would pound you into the dirt like we thought you would get pounded in the arena. No, I don't have to pay him. Thank you.
Is that true?
You're
welcome.
Insight for that one.
I'm going to roll insight for that one because I am That is an... Oh, fucking hell. Wow. Well done.
Oh my
Give you
God.
advantage. Okay, I'll
Here,
just...
I want to.
Fuck it, I'm gonna roll insight as well.
Roll insight as well. Everybody check out whether this guy's lying.
Everyone's rolling insight on this one. You really want to know the specific question? Okay.
Yeah.
That's a very interesting
Oh, fuck. Yeah, of course. I've completely... Oh my god.
18 plus 6, 19, 21, 22, 28, 24.
That's a good roll.
Wow.
Is he lying?
Okay, so Thavagath, you compare notes with literally everyone as you try to figure out whether or not the Minotaur was lying. And you remember hearing them talk about a double or nothing bet back when you swam into the Minotaur's little hideaway. So, it's highly likely they were just betting on whether or not they could beat your face in.
Still, fuck you.
So, you don't mind necessarily that your friend down there is dead as shit? I'm not going to mince words here. He does not look good.
Oh, hell no. He just got his ribs caved in. Sucks to be him. He was weak.
Okay.
And then as the Minotaur tries to say something else, Zordan punches him in the back.
Again.
It's
Zordan,
not
stop.
necessary!
Stop that! No, it's not!
I mean, he's not wrong. So, how many of you blokes are down here anyway?
Sleight of hand to giggle without anyone noticing.
That would be stealth.
Motherfucker. Okay, hold on. Roll
Stealth.
necessary.
Do it. You aren't. You're not stealthy.
Like everyone
Now
notices
looks
your
at you
giggle.
with this glare, this death glare.
Alright. He turns to you, Corellian, and is like, now are we counting people who are alive, or just how many of us work down here at any given time?
Let's go with the second option, yeah?
3-man operation for Minotaur. We have many helpers down here, but I really don't give a shit about them.
Okay, fair enough. If I may ask, firstly, why are you mining here for iron as opposed to anywhere else? Surely there are other places where iron is plentiful.
Surely there are, but this one is an Arion, and this one is the most plentiful. After all, the forges of this place, said to be the highest quality in the land. Obviously, they have to get their material somewhere. Hence, we mine here.
Okay.
Zordan, does that line up?
Well, it is true that we are pretty great at forging things.
Sorry, just to ask specifically that this is a cave of cultural significance to the to these guys, the Iriad, whatever the fuck they called again.
Oriad.
Thank you. Oriad.
That is what you
it's
remember.
of cultural significance, yeah.
Mhm.
Any. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out how to word what I was going to ask.
Who told
Okay.
you it was a good place to mine here?
He just said.
Well, anyone specific?
Jatagar Iron King.
And if we may ask, who is that?
Okay, little man, you might want to sit down for this one.
Lean,
Jatagar
yeah.
Iron King is my king.
Okay.
Makes sense. Was he aware that this place is of cultural I'm not used to these big words.
I got you. I believe in you.
You aware that this place is of cultural significance to the Orient?
It's not culturally significant to me. And then you just hear as he kneels down around his balls. You look at Zordan and his hands are behind his back, and he's looking side to side. I didn't do anything.
Can I roll Arcana to see if he did something?
Sure.
Arcana?
I don't think you need to do Arcana.
No, I want to see if he did something with magic or something, or insight, whatever. Okay.
Favagath, you look down, there is a fist made of rock that had just hit the Minotaur's balls.
Oof.
I didn't
Right. Okay.
Juicy.
Nothing.
Juicy.
Aye.
So what are you lot needing all this iron for?
The Iron King needs a large supply for his empire.
And presumably the Empire is... Well, I must be frank, I've never... Okay, first of all, Alex, do I have any knowledge of a Minotaur settlement or empire anywhere on Irion?
Make a history check.
I'll offer advantage.
Thank you. And history, where are you at? Bada bang.
Minotaurs are not native to Irion. Their biggest settlements, per se, are in King's March, which is a good distance to the east, sailing-wise. However, Minotaur are really, really good sailors. They have massive fleets that travel the world and leave some Minotaurs behind, and usually that's a really bad thing, because Minotaurs are also raiders.
Oh.
It wouldn't have been out of question if immigration definitely wouldn't have been out of question.
So, presumably this empire intends on, not to be rude, but ransacking the shit out of places.
When you put it that way, you make it sound so uncivilized.
I mean, I'm not here to judge. I'm just trying to figure out the truth of the matter. I must say, it is highly suspicious, though, that the freaking... Remind me of the Druidic Circle in the Oreads who are like, who sent the rock golem after us. Oh shit, what are they called?
Give me a second.
Come on, Atwis, with your notes.
Come on, with your
I
notes.
have to flip through. Hold on. Could please don't do that. Primal sector.
Yes. It would seem weird to me that the primal sector would allow you to not only mine here, but, would allow you to mine in a place that is very important to them. So, understand, I'm not necessarily doubting the things you've said so far, but is there anything you've not told us?
That you're all going to die screaming at the hands of the Iron King.
Okay, that was polite of you.
Or maybe you will be lucky. Maybe he will see you as assets instead. Every empire needs slaves to pilot the ship, to row below deck for the rest of their miserable lives. And then Prince Zordan clocks him again and the Minotaur falls unconscious.
Nice one.
To be frank, okay, he starts talking like that, and then I'm done.
I'm not
He's
stopping
not
it.
being any helpful at this point. He's being a
Damn.
dick.
I was gonna ask about the storm too.
What do we do now?
Well, what we do now, I think, is try and
Kill him.
find... Well,
What?
No, I'm with Corellian.
Mal?
Cover your eyes.
I understand that... I'm guessing that you and Momo aren't necessarily keen with this guy getting the chop.
Momo just does a so kind of look, but he doesn't really care.
Things like him don't deserve mercy.
He
What's going
is
on?
helpless and restrained. You don't need an attack roll. It's automatically a crit. So you just
Wait, what's going
Okay, now that you're back in the realm of the living, Scott,
Oh no!
they're talking about executing the Minotaur.
Yeah, I'm gonna put down an absolutely not.
Too late.
I'm not going to say too late for that because the internet was out.
Yeah,
I wasn't here, my dude.
That's fair. That's fair.
So, the thing is, mate, this guy is a definite threat and is definitely not a good person. Not to be the absolute judge of character, but this guy is he's not the cream of the crop in terms of ethical superiority. You know?
You may not have been. You may not have heard it because you were over there going all Doctor Strange on us, but
Doctor Who?
Doctor Doolittle.
that one fucking scene from Infinity
Holy
War.
shit.
Where was I going with this? But he did threaten to enslave. He did promise to enslave us, and no doubt lots of other people weaker than us. I don't give a fuck what you say, Malafane. He's not living after today. I'm not letting this guy out.
If you're going to be merciful to the truly evil, honestly, you're no better than them.
And honestly, the choices are this. I either tie him up and leave him here to starve,
Or be
I
eaten
end
by
him
the
quickly.
swarm.
Or be eaten by the swarm, or I make his death quick and painless.
There aren't
Either way, it's
exactly.
fine.
I'm not saying that I agree
does.
necessarily, but that's the facts, Mal. We can't exactly bring this guy with us.
I mean, you can look away or leave if you would like. Just out the corridor, so you don't have to see it, of course.
I have a suggestion.
And the suggestion is?
Okay, real quick, Alex. If I used my dagger, would his body still disintegrate?
Yes.
If I used the
Hmm.
do we still want his body here if his friends and acquaintances do come to find him?
I think if his friends get out alive, I think they have a right to do whatever right they have. I'm sure that I don't know if they really care for their dead, but I don't know. I feel weird about literally taking this guy out of existence.
Oh yeah, we're not monsters.
That's not what I was trying to say. Like, never mind.
All in favor for decapitation? Say aye.
I
That's two. We just need one more.
Well, Thav, you say aye too, yeah?
Oh yeah, but I don't count in this scenario. I'm the one who wants to do it anyway.
I abstain from the vote. I'm not good at this sort of debate thing.
In that case, it makes it 2 against 1.
fine, Zordan. What do you think?
I say aye. Let's do it.
There it is.
There's a shock. And boom.
All right. Thavagath, you just kind of push the Minotaur over to get a better swing at his neck, and thump, his head goes rolling right off.
That sucked. Ugh.
Would it be safe to say that the Zone of Truth is probably now gone?
Zone of Truth's probably gone by now, yes.
Okay, good.
All right. So, Zordan looks around, looks down at the pool of water, and is about to say something when, echoing through the corridors and chambers, you hear this sound that sounds like whooping, high-pitched laughter and crashing metal, a couple of whoosh of some kind of fire, and then more laughter fading away. Zordan looks up, looks at the party, he's like, well, whatever that was, that's not good.
That sounds like somebody is either flinging fire around or is setting fire to things. In any case, we should probably check that out, like, now.
You know, I think you might be onto something. Fucking roll perception, perception or investigation to figure out where that's coming from.
Perception. Alright. You take a listen. It appears to be coming from somewhere down south.
South? Okay, the only... well, it seems to be coming from south. This way.
Interesting.
I guess.
All right.
There is a room beyond...
There is a room there. I can look ahead. Although, since this system winds a lot, I'm going to be very honest. It could be that you have to go the other way and then go south to go there.
Tell you what, I
Yeah.
can handle myself. I'll go down into that chamber, you go the other way.
Oh,
Right,
you sure
just-
you want to go alone?
I can handle myself, look at me! I have 106 of those quote-unquote health points!
Fair point. All right, let's
Yeah,
go.
you are a tank. We'll leave you to it.
Alright,
Right, go team.
good luck, my friends,
care of
he
yourself.
says, diving down into the water.
There he goes.
Good. I didn't want to take off my armor.
All right.
Okay, let's
Let's go.
mosey.
Okay, Mel.
Let's go.
Okay.
All right. You head back down the winding corridor, leaving the corpses, which are just now starting to smell, behind.
Ugh. I take one last glance at the Minotaur's head, and then I just kind of shake whatever was in my head off, and I keep going.
If Avagath walks up to this fucking thing and said, "Wait, did we ever find the second one?"
No,
That's disconcerting.
it went off down the southern east passage, I think.
No, it went down the passage you guys went down.
Weird shit. Okay.
All right.
Can I fly up to Mal since he's kind of like booking it?
Oh, you can certainly try. Your flight speed is 50, his walking speed is 40. You'll eventually catch up.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right.
Gnolls!
You head down the corridor. This one appears like carved out, man-made, as opposed to natural, because the best case of evidence for it ends in some stairs. Along the walls are thin veins of iron spiraling around the length of the tunnel. Occasionally, you think you see them spark with some kind of electricity, but they look harmless. You get to the edge of the stairs and look down. Inside this next chamber is it's a larger carved out area, and it seems to have been cleared out. There's like bits and pieces of rock and rubble pushed off to the side, and there's a fire pit illuminating this chamber. Sitting around it are large, bulky humanoid hyenas who are roasting what appears to be a pig over the fire, cackling to themselves. At the side of one of them is a bag, which you recognize as the same bag that was in that first chamber, guarded by the suits of armor.
Okay, I have to roll history to find out if these creatures are notorious for being dicks.
Roll
I was
nature.
gonna say, would I?
By what I can see, Walrus having typed in general, I'm not entirely enthusiastic by this, but oh shit, a number 2.
The number 2? You don't know what these things are. You've never seen them
Someone
before,
wanna
so
give me
why
a
should you care?
Someone want to give me an advantage?
I'll do it.
Yeah, one of us will do it.
Do you want to do it, Wolver, since you love them
Yeah,
so
I'll-
much?
I love Gnolls. I want to see them, my little boy. Here he comes.
I want to see my little boy.
boy.
Here he
Here
comes.
he comes.
Go on then.
I wanna see
Go on, you got
my
advantage.
little boy.
Oh shit! Boom.
Oh,
Here we go.
sweet.
Alright,
That's
so
better.
while you've never heard of those things, the evident glee from several members of the party helps jog your memory. These are Gnolls. They are hyena men, they are nasty raiders, they are butchers. Yes, Thabagath. They are dicks.
Fuck.
Yeah, gotta admit, as much as oh god, I have never met. I don't think I've ever met one of these guys before.
Do I recognize what they're roasting on the thingy? I know you said pigs, but like, I'm kind of like back in the hallway.
You can make a perception check to get a better look, see what it is.
Okie pokey.
Yoki Koki artichoke.
Okay, he's fine.
Okay. You, peek around, look at the creature they're roasting. It looks to be some particular large species of boar, probably from around the northern part of Irion. It may have been like a magical species of boar at one point. Now it's been skinned and is being roasted.
Okay.
Does it look like there's another pathway through this room, or...?
The chamber looks pretty large. It's highly likely there is another pathway, though from where you're standing you can't see exactly where it is.
Heck.
I'd like to try... Ooh, this is gonna be a risk. Fuck it. I'm gonna try and stealth through there.
Okay.
You guys know where this is going. Oh wait,
That's
well
my
no, there's
stealth.
enough light that I could probably... Yeah, okay.
Understand, if you get spotted, mate, I'm just gonna be ready on snapping my fingers and exploding the shit out of them, okay?
Yeah, same.
How's a 26 look for you?
26
good.
looks pretty good.
I
I'm
roll
so
inside
proud
to see
of
if
you.
Scott's talking. I roll inside to see if Scott's talking the truth. Because that's a lot of high rolls, and I'm happy. But whoa.
Yeah,
Don't
26
worry,
looks
something will
great.
catch up to me.
Thank you, Scott. Thank you.
No,
That's
trust you, I'm
funny.
taking this. But nice.
All right. You climb down the stairs and step into the chamber. There's another exit leading northwards from here. The gnolls appear to be focused on the fire, and the one closest to the entrance, the one who's actively looking, does not appear to notice as you slink through the shadows.
But it doesn't take a genius to figure out that trying to get all of us through there would get one of their attentions. Well,
Fuck.
does it... I wonder if it loops around, or if it actually goes to another part of the gen.
Mama, remind me what the radius of your fireball is.
It is, I believe, either. Okay, let me check. No, don't cast it. Okay.
Do not cast
Do
it.
not
Yeah.
cast it!
20.
Range is 150 feet.
Okay,
It's
that's
20
the
foot
range,
radius.
but the
Oh.
radius is 20 feet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Would it reach us theoretically?
No, God no.
It
It would reach Mel if he doesn't back up.
I mean, you could cast it from here, and then they would get all them and not Mal. And at the very least, it would give us an opportunity. It would distract them enough with their singed fur for us to be able to just run the fuck through.
Yeah.
Although it's
Yeah,
really
I
hard
don't
to
know
risk
if I
that.
want to. Sorry,
Do you really
I
want to risk that?
Yeah, that's an unprovoked attack.
Yeah, I don't want to run in blind with Gnolls chasing us and be caught in between them and something
Yeah.
else.
I'm trying to think of a way to... I think our best... I mean, I could try scouting through and seeing if there is another path down there, but after that, I don't really think there's much else we can do.
Okay, understand, mate, that if don't go too far in, we want to make sure that you don't die.
Understood.
Be careful.
Understood.
He can handle himself.
Okay. So it looks like there's...
You step through the archway into another corridor. This one significantly wider than the last one, and you find out immediately why, because it's a narrow bridge over a yawning pit.
I do not trust this. Is there,
That's a nice
does the
section.
ground seem rather, what's the word I'm looking for? Safe? Stable? Yeah, thank you.
Make a survival check.
Okay. Oh, this is not gonna end well. Please let my string of luck continue. That is not gonna continue, but, what is the survival bonus I get? 10 plus 13.
You're not an expert in stonework, but it appears solid enough.
Right. Caution to the wind. I'll just stop here and I'm assuming I'm gonna have to make another stealth check to get past them again.
Yes.
Okay. 10 plus 10.
20.
Unnatural 20.
Cool. You step back through the archway.
I don't like the shakiness of that. Oh, that was a flame effect.
That was a flame effect because I forgot to change it off when I thought you were going to cast Fireball.
Oh, thank fuck. Okay.
You step through the archway, and the Gnoll standing guard hears your footsteps, looks at you.
Ooh.
He says,
Momo!
And then he pulls out a battle axe. It is time to roll initiative!
Fucking hell.
Okay.
Corellian, get off the initiative order, come on!
Thank God of my...
Really?
Thank God
not-
for my character speed.
Hey, really not keen on this. Okay, cool.
Oh.
I'm keen on this.
Okay, go.
Dang it! I was gonna cast Fireball.
Well, I'm gonna beat you to it by casting something different.
Alright.
If these freaking things, beat me to it, that is.
One of them is pretty fast if I can get up his character sheet.
Looks like I'm back online too, so...
Hello.
Nice.
You got caught.
You got caught, and roll 20 got slow.
Oh.
Gotta love it.
Fantastic.
This is a
Favorite
fantastic program. I gotta restart.
No.
Fun.
Oh no, my fucking dick. Way.
Oh, now Trevlon's a robot coming to steal your
Jesus,
girl.
motherfucker.
I'm here to steal your girl.
Here I go.
We
Yeah.
are the Montauk Parody Makers, and this is how we roll, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, can you say that for me? This is how we roll, motherfucker.
This is how we roll, motherfucker.
Thank you. Thank you very satisfied.
Today's a good day.
Today's a good day to be a robot.
It's a fantastic
We
robot
are some
day.
robots.
We are the robots.
You know, I just thought of something I could have done, but oh well.
Alright. So, now that I am back, I think... That's one. There's 3 different Gnoll types here, so I gotta roll 3 times.
E.
Oh yeah, they fast, boys.
Oh dear.
Not fast enough for Trevlon, I bet.
I don't like this.
Trevlon gotta go Sonic speed!
Sonic speed! Sonic speed!
Gotta go fast!
Sonic, watch out!
Not in this game.
Get him, Trevlon.
I'm gonna. What was that nasal?
What was that?
What was that?
Get him,
Alright.
that delivery.
All right. Okay. So I presumably go first, yes?
You go first.
Yes.
Yay.
All right. Trevlon points his finger at this specific spot here. Let me just get it real quick. Let me just remind myself where it is. Yeah.
Around the fireplace?
Right here. I point my finger there, and I snap my fingers, casting Shatter.
Okay. Okay,
Ah, Jesus, that was a pretty meh roll.
it was a pretty meh roll. What is the DC against it again?
Okay, so here's how Shatter works. I shall... Oh god, I just glitched out and got out of roll 20. Excellent. That's
Oh no,
what
I
wanted.
can't believe.
Oh, no,
connection
roll
to the server has
20.
been interrupted.
How dare you?
Thanks, Roll20. Why you gotta
Thanks, Roll20.
fuck up on every combat?
Why you gotta every do this? Okay, come on. Come on, hatching dragons? Oh, that's a message.
It's a con save.
Alright, yeah, it's a con save. So... Let me just see. Sugar.
Okay, the bottom left Gnoll made the save. That fell off the table. Rightmost Gnoll made the con save. The bulky-looking Gnoll at the bottom right did not. The other two did not. So, that is...
If they make the con save, they take half damage.
Yes.
They take damage either way. So,
Okay.
yeah.
And as you do so, this loud ringing noise goes and shatters the skewer that the pig was on, dropping it into the fire.
Oh, that's gonna piss him off.
Nice.
Excellent.
Hopefully.
Alright.
Just according to plan.
All according to plan as I update health.
Excellent cake.
Alright.
And after I do that, Trevlon is going to move out of the corridor and next to Thav over here. Because he does not want to be trapped in there.
Mhm. Okay. The majority of Gnolls around the campfire get up, whooping and laughing. Some of them pick up spears. Others pick up some of the shards of skewer left in the fire. And cackling, they charge.
Before I forget, did we have a short rest before we investigated? Before we messed with the minotaur?
No.
Okay, so we're still going. Cool.
Alright. Here. And this guy's gonna hang back just a little bit. So, the two Gnolls by Trevlon are gonna try and stab him with hot poker sticks.
Oh, that fucking sucks.
That's a hit for one. That is a miss for the other. You duck out of the way of the one as it charges right up to you, but then one sneaks in from the side and, ganks you in the side.
How much damage does he deal?
4 piercing damage.
Motherfucking ow, dick.
Yeah. Then, the one that's by Thabagath has just a full-on spear, so he's just gonna try and ram Thabagath through with that.
Oh, yummy.
That is a miss. Thabagath swings his axe and parries the spear out of the way as the Gnoll takes a step back and just laughs at you. As his buddy, down below, takes out a longbow and fires it at Thabagath. That's a hit. Alright. In your distraction with the Gnoll in front of you, you are struck in the side by an arrow, by a cackling Gnoll.
Yummy.
9 piercing damage.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh wait, no, 9. There we go.
It is now your turn, Thabagath.
Yummy. Okay, I'm gonna fly into a delicious-looking rage.
Yum.
Very,
delicious.
very yummy. Let me just remind myself. Yep. Okay, cool. We use Spider's Edge on the one just in front of me. This
That's a
little
hit.
bastard hit. Just run. Smashing 17.
Alright. You take advantage of the Gnoll's distraction by laughing and stepping forward, and with a mighty swing and a roar of rage, just driving your axe into the thing until it drops to the ground.
Woof.
Nice. And move over here a little bit, and do the same to this guy. Oh shit! I clicked it twice. Ooh, both twice.
Well, both of those hit, so...
Well, that's good.
Hey.
Alright.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Mother of God! Another one.
Similarly angry at this one, you, rip him away from Trevlon, hold him, out in front of you, and drive an axe into his brain.
Oh.
You are pissed.
Very, very nice.
Alright.
I'd like to also scream at the top of my lungs in the hopes of just roleplay intimidating the other one near Trevlon, just because fuck that one in particular.
You, scream angrily at the Gnoll near Chevlon, who looks at you and cackles.
What a bitch.
Alright. So, the big Gnoll, still near the fire, gets up, sizes up everyone, snorts, picks up a longbow, and then turns to the Gnoll by Trevlon, barks something in Gnoll, and the Gnoll by Trevlon, froths itself into a frenzy and tries biting Trevlon.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh no.
Oh, is that like a mastermind troll? Crawl? No?
That is a hit. It sinks its teeth into your shoulder.
How good is the hit, if I may ask?
Rolled a 14 total.
I am going to use my bardic inspiration to use cutting words and give him a disadvantage. I think that's how it works. Actually, wait.
It's a dice roll that you roll to reduce it, I think.
Yes. So cutting words, I just roll my bardic inspiration dice and cut his words. So I use a D8 for bardic inspiration.
Cool.
I'll get fucked.
Oh yeah. You see it frothing at the mouth. You've been bitten enough times to know where this is going. And you duck under the Gnoll as it tries to chomp you. The big Gnoll down below scoffs, says something that sounds like and then loads up what you can recognize from your time in the City of Shimmering Lights as a thunder spear in his longbow, pulls it back, and fires.
At me?
At you!
That's insane. All right.
Okay.
And that is a hit.
I don't like that.
You are struck by the longbow, and you first take 7 bludgeoning damage, and then the thunder spear pushes the two parts of its orbs together. You hear a click, and then there's a boom as it explodes in your face.
How much damage does it do?
11 thunder damage.
I am barely alive. I am on 2.
Also,
I will heal you.
Also, 11 thunder damage to Thavagath, because he was right next to you.
Heck.
Alright. And, as the explosion rocks the room, he being the Gnoll, looks back, sees Momo kind of, in the back of the corridor, laughs some more, loads up another thunder spear, and fires.
How many actions does this cunt have? This is like the 3rd thing he's done.
He has got a lot, but he missed.
No.
So you duck out of the way as the thunder spear goes sailing past you with a boom that shakes the corridor, but is otherwise dealing no damage. Alright, that is his turn.
Yeah, bitch.
Mal, you're up.
Alright, so it was this one that launched the Thunder Spear?
The one directly south of you, yeah. Yes.
Alright, does it look like he has any more charged up or on him?
You look below the tent, there appear to be, 2 or 3 more in there.
Alright, so I'm going to take my short bow and attempt to use it to fire an arrow and pin him against the wall, so dealing non-lethal damage.
Attempting to knock back, you'll be dealing no damage whatsoever.
Fuck. Okay. Pin him to the ground?
No damage whatsoever.
Fuck.
If it's a maneuver that is trying to do something plus deal damage, then I'm going to say it doesn't deal damage, it just does that maneuver.
But he wouldn't be able to move from that spot.
If you hit, which you would do at a disadvantage because there's a Gnoll right next to you.
I would personally say maybe deal with your current immediate threat before he slices you to bloody pieces.
Fine. Although I am at... Alright, whatever. Alright, so I put back the bow instead, reconsidering my options. Notice the Gnoll right next to me, take out Crescent Blade, and attempt to attack him for, again, non-lethal damage. Let that...
Okay.
There we go.
That's a hit.
Alright. Damage.
That much just scrolled in real close. These are some beautiful fucking creatures. I mean, ugly as hell.
Oh, ignore sneak attack. I don't know why I still have
Yeah.
that checked.
You aren't sneaking. He knows you're there, but you do hit him with the blade. With all your might. So, you stab him a little bit, then he pushes the blade out, looks at you, licks his lips. He looks fine.
Then, in that case, I'm going to... Let me check my range, actually. Fuck. Shit. You know what? I'm going to offer advantage with Master of Tactics to Trevlon on his next turn.
So, wait, are you giving me advantage for my next turn?
Yes.
You sexy king of God. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Thank you for that.
Alright. It is now Corellian's turn.
Alright. I am going to... Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I am going to move forward to here, which is my 30 feet, and I'm going to use a bonus action to take a Misty Step. And I'm going to Misty Step back here, and then I'm going to attack this Gnoll.
Teleports behind you. Nothing personnel, kid.
Alright. You teleport behind the Gnoll, and a little off balance from your repositioning, just barely miss with the first attack. But as he turns to see what the hell was that, you manage to strike him. Alright. You deal a powerful blow, and he looks a little bit more bloody now, but he's still pretty steady on his feet.
That's fine. Am I, by any chance, in between him and the javelins?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, that's my turn. Thank you.
Alright. It is now the Gnoll by Mal's turn.
Alright.
The Gnoll cackles a little bit, runs onto the wall, and, like, acrobatically uses it as advantage to step behind Mal. And it twirls its axe, and first it is going to town. First he's going to swing at Mal a couple times. That is one hit. And that is another hit.
Okay.
Alright. So,
Thank God for Uncanny Dodge.
thank God for Uncanny Dodge. There's 2 different attacks that hit you. So the first one deals 10 slashing damage.
So 5 or...
If you use Uncanny Dodge on it.
Yes. So
Okay,
let me
so-
actually put that in the, Let me... Hold on 1 second. There we go.
So that's 5 damage for the first attack. Uncanny Dodge is used. Second attack deals 8 slashing damage.
1, 2, 3, 4. Alright.
Uncanny Dodge does not apply to that.
Oh, okay.
It's only against one attack.
Only against one
Fair.
attack.
Use the one that does the
Alright.
most damage.
And then the Gnoll is going to try and bite you. That's
Great.
also a hit. Yeah, this guy is...
That's a separate attack?
That's a separate attack.
Okay, good.
Alright. So, as he's wailing away at you with the battle axe, and you use uncanny speed to move partially out of the way, but still get nicked, the Gnoll predicts your movement and bites your face.
Ooh!
Ow.
You take 7 piercing damage
Oof.
In full or in half?
in full.
Alright, so 3 then.
No. In full, Uncanny Dodge only applies to one set of damage.
Oh, okay.
Alright. So, the Gnoll is then going to disengage
Oh, great.
and go 1, 2, 3, 4. It is now on the bridge and is bellowing down the northern heading corridor in Gnoll.
Oh, there's more!
Can
of
I
them.
see this?
Yeah, you can see it from where you are.
Guys, expect reinforcements.
What do you mean reinforcements?
I mean, I see him calling out.
Okay.
Momo!
I immediately go to heal Trevlon because that baby's bloody.
Yeah.
I'm dying as fuck.
Okay, you're
Bloody.
bloody baby. Okay,
Bloody
I cast Prayer of Healing.
Prayer of Healing is for out of combat.
Heck, okay, then I use, not mace. Not that, ignore that. I use Cure.
You use a mace to
Club
heal
Trevlon to
Trevlon.
death.
Are you feeling better yet?
Can you feel it now, Mr. Trevlon?
Can you feel it now, Mr. Blue Quill?
Alright,
Yeah, he's healing word.
you lay hands on Trevlon and recite a quick prayer to heal him of some of his injuries.
Oh, okay. I feel like, okay, I'm not dead, but I'm getting there. Thank you for that.
Yeah, of course.
Alright, that was your action. You still have a bonus action left.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to cast, like, do cantrips count as, a bonus action?
No, unless it specifies.
Unless it's what?
Unless it specifies this is a bonus action, they don't count.
Okay. Am I allowed to cast Inflict Wounds as my bonus action?
No.
Oh, heck, alright. I think that's all I'm gonna do.
Okay. In that case, revitalized, Trevlon returns to the fight.
Oh, okay. Trevlon looks at the Gnoll right in front of him. How bloodied or upset does he look?
The Gnoll right in front? You know
Yes.
what? I forgot to calculate damage for him from the Thunder Spear.
Oh,
God.
He looks blowed the fuck up!
Yeetus Begitus!
right. Firstly, Trevlon firstly casts Healing Word as a bonus action on himself. And
Okay.
he casts it at level 1. So,
Alright.
and nice for healing. Cool. So I'm feeling a little bit more cool. And then Trevlon moves out the way to get a sort of better position and aims the Persuader at this guy.
Mal gives Trevlon a look that says, please.
Trevlon, realizing that it would hurt Mal's feelings, goes for non-lethal damage as he fires the Persuader.
Okay.
That was with advantage. I apologize.
No, you had advantage.
You had advantage.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You had
Fucking- I'm
advantage,
crazy
so
person.
advantage
There
counts.
you go.
Yeah, you hit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, silly Billy.
Tres.
Alright.
Advantage on charisma checks. You charismatically fire your bow into his face.
You, give, like, a very cocky half eyebrow quirk as you fire, giving you advantage.
DreamWorks face.
DreamWorks! You DreamWorks
DreamWorks
face the
face.
Gnoll as you fire at him. Dunk. He looks fine.
Heck!
Ugh.
Great.
The Gnoll stares at the crossbow bolt, stares at you, cocks its head, and then laughs and charges you.
Oh no.
Lovely.
Alright.
Oh dear.
It grabs a spear with both hands and tries to blunt it right into you. He rolled a natural one.
Nice move,
Yeah.
genius.
He
Nice.
stabs himself in the foot.
You raise your hands over your head and look away in defense, and you hear a chunk as the spear's just embedded in the wall behind you.
That was a not good move.
If you were the size of a normal person, that would have pierced your heart, but instead it just went right over you.
Thank God you're only one Trevlon tall.
Mm-hmm. Thavagath.
Kill him.
I kill him. Oh, at least I try with
Yeah, there's no use with this one.
good old pointy boy.
Alright.
Right to the jugular.
Right to the
Oh, that is
jugular.
so tasty.
You stab Pointy Boy. Blah! And you just lop off the big hyena man's head as this engine of destruction.
And then I charge over here.
Do you have the movement speed for that?
Oh yeah, I've got plenty of movement speed. I got like 40 feet. 40 feet.
But
This game isn't even 40 feet long.
Oh.
Well, no, it probably is. But hold on. Look, I was here.
Oh
20
yeah,
feet,
yeah, you can move it.
and
You
then
can move
20
there.
feet.
You can get there.
So I calculated it before and I just forgot to mention. So yeah, and then I go to this ugly, beautiful boy, and same hat.
Same hat.
oh my god!
Oh, I love being a big boy. And right between his eyes, right between his ugly ass eyes.
Okay. You, picking your axe up from where... Actually, you don't pick your axe up. You were holding onto it if you just lopped off that last guy's head. You drive it in between the big Gnoll's eyes as he stares you down, pushes it out of his head,
What?
snarls.
Oh, that's bad.
That is concerning.
I want to be this guy's friend. He's badass.
All right.
Yeah, that's my turn.
That is your turn. All
Yeah,
right.
I can't do anything.
So, the Gnoll looks between Thavagath and Corellian, looks at the pile of thunder spears next to Corellian, pulls out this long blade on a stick, growls something like, "What now?" and uses it to stab past Corellian, yank the thunder spears over to him, grab them, and plunge them all into the ground at his feet.
Heck!
Oh.
I'm gonna need the Thavagath and Corellian to make dexterity saving throws.
You got it.
Thavagath
man.
with advantage because it's a dexterity effect you can see.
Hell yeah. 12. Fucking there you go.
Alright.
Oh wait. Yeah. Wait, hold on.
With advantage.
You already
He
an
rolled
8.
twice.
Oh, he
so-
already rolled.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was twice. And they were both shit. So fucking.
Alright. So, Corellian, you can kind of figure out what's coming because he looked directly at those things, so you, brace yourself for impact. Thavagath, you're thinking, wait, why is he aiming over the... Oh, shit! As all the thunder spears explode at your feet. So, Corellian, you're going to take half damage from this total.
That's a lot of thunder spears. I don't like.
I was gonna say I don't like that.
The total is 23 thunder damage.
Oh, well, look at that. I happen to have 23 hit points.
So with a massive kaboom, Corellian stands there panting from the impact. The Gnoll is chunks now, and Thavagath is just covered in blood, most of it his, and down.
Oh shit.
Damn, I kind of wanted those.
As much as I respect your plight, Corellian, I think we have bigger problems. And
Yep. You don't need to tell me twice.
Mal, you're up.
Alright. So I chase through, and I still don't know about that. Like, he's walking on it, so he seems fine, but...
You sure you want to go there alone, my dude?
I'm at half health. I don't know how to feel about this.
I think we should first.
You know what? At first I'm gonna yell to the rest of the party to say, don't let him fucking get away. So they know, where the hell, the guy went, because I know some of them were, around the corner. And then I'm going to go after him. So I'm going to try and chase after. You know what? Should I put distance between myself or should I go at him?
Push him. Push him.
Do you know who I am?
Yeah, it could be some feathers at the bottom of the pit. That dark, empty, black pit.
Pit of comfiness. Don't worry. These guys keep trying to get. These guys who are trying to kill us probably won't mind you trying to kill them back. It'll be fine.
They're Gnolls.
Fuck you,
They're used to it.
I get onto the platform and I attack him again with my crescent blade.
Okay.
So let's get that rapier up. Bam.
Cool.
Ooh, tasty.
All right, that's a hit. Again, you strike the Gnoll, and again, he seems mostly unfazed. This is a beefy-ass boy. All right.
What the actual hell?
So, anything else you want to do on your turn?
I get the feeling that he.
Maybe.
Do I hear anything in the distance?
Roll perception.
Roll perception. Alrighty. Perception. There we go.
Nice.
You hear the sounds of echoing whooping coming from somewhere to the north. You think it's to the north.
Boy. At this point, I'm wondering if it's better if I should disengage and head out of the tunnel, or if I should just try and face him head on.
I want to say because you're one squishy, you might. I mean,
What do you think
Your
you-
character to do your thing, but I mean, fucking.
I'm going to be up by you in a second. We'll say that.
You know what? At this point, I'm thinking, what would the character do? And I'm thinking, no, face him head on. Just stay where I am.
Alrighty then.
Alright, so I just glare at him in the eyes, just knowing what's coming. Just, yeah, fuck it.
All right. So, then, it is Corellian's turn.
Alright. I'm going to use my movement to come here, and I am going to cast Compelled Duel on this Gnoll up here. I want him to make a whiz save, please.
Cool.
Versus 15.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
He made a natural 20.
Oh,
That's a shame.
So, you run into the room, looking angry and making a, bring it on gesture. The Gnoll leans around you and gives you the double finger.
Understandable. Have a nice day. I'm going to throw a javelin at him.
how about you?
All right.
How about the?
Nice.
That is a hit. Cool. All right.
That's my turn.
You manage to pull out a javelin and strike the Gnoll. The chain shirt he's wearing deflects some of the damage, but yeah, you get the feeling you got a decent hit in. It's just that this is a beefy boy.
Beefy boy.
Yeah. The beefy boy looks down at you, Malifane, cackles, and just shoves you with all his might. I'm going to need you to make a strength saving throw.
Oh boy.
Oh.
You know what? I accounted for this, and I know what to do if this fails. Which it will.
He pushes you over the side of the bridge, and you're left clinging to the side.
Okay.
The Gnoll laughs, turns around, and bolts down the corridor.
Now, what say... Oh, well, it's not my turn, so... Never mind.
Alright. That is the Gnoll's turn. He is Newman off into the shadows. Momo.
I fucking zoom down to this big boy and I try to I cast Cure Wounds. That's a out of combat spell. You're right. Can I cast Healing Word again?
Cure Wounds is in combat.
Oh, Sweeticus! Alright, I cast
Yeah,
that.
do it.
Yes!
Yeah.
Oh, yes!
You lay hands on Thavagath and with all your might, send divine energy through him to jolt him back to life after being nearly blown the fuck up.
Well,
You okay?
that was awesome. Let's go.
It's not your turn.
What?
Oh wait, sorry. Yeah.
Turn.
Wait your turn, dead guy.
preemptive
Rest a
Nice
second.
try.
Okay.
Get the hell back down. All right.
Take a moment.
Rest and relax. Trevlon, it's your turn.
Right. Seeing that Thav is pretty badly hurt, Trevlon is going to cast Healing Word again. Except this time he's going to do it at level 2 because, hey,
Woohoo.
that's a thing I can do.
Get out of the fire pit.
All
Why are
right.
you moving?
So you've been healed for an extra 7, Thav.
Yeah.
Yay.
You've been
Yeah.
healed for like 9 total from that healing word. Congratulations.
Oof.
Okay. Right, so I can... Oh god, I can move like 25? So I would be able to move to... Literally just... Yeah, I'll just move to here.
All right.
I'll try and catch up with Corellian and Mal.
Cool. The regular Gnolls are dead. Thavagat.
Hashtag. Oh, I'm going to pick up Momo just to expedite the process. Mew.
You
Was
can't
that
get
on
there.
the ground?
Yeah, Thavagath was prone on the ground, and carrying someone halves your movement speed, so getting up halves your movement speed. You'd be able to get here with Momo.
Oh. Okay, well, in that case, I don't pick up Momo, and I'll go here.
You're on your own, Momo!
Yeah,
Momo!
I'm gonna say it was worth it before if I was moving 40 feet, but it's not worth it. You can move like more than that yourself.
Mhm. That guy's dead. Hey Mel, you're dangling on the side of a bridge.
What could I do if, say, I had a grappling hook on me?
Attempt.
How would...
Yeah, I don't think that's going to help.
How would you, like, use that
You bad
without
fuck.
proper footing?
Well, you take one hand off of where you're hanging. Wait.
Wait.
Wait. Yeah, you
I
just
thought that's what I was doing. I thought I had one hand on.
you're clinging onto it with both hands. So I'm not seeing how a grappling hook would help. You'd take one hand off, grab the grappling hook, toss it onto solid stone.
I see. I get it.
Oh, wait. Hold on. I think I know what you're going for. Reach up the grappling hook, stab it into the thing above you, directly above you, and use that to help pull you up. Is that what you're going for? Okay, that makes sense. That will give you an advantage on athletics.
Okay then, let's try this again.
Got there in the end.
Okay, so athletics with advantage, you said?
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
You hoist yourself back onto the bridge. That is
There
your
we
turn.
go. Fair enough.
Corellian.
So glad I got this.
Great. Well, because he doesn't need my help to get up, I am going to Tell you what, I'm not going to dash. However, I am going to move here, and I am going to basically, I'm going to shield up, and I am going to hold my action. And if a Gnoll tries to come at me, I'm basically going to try use my shield to sort of block them, and then shove them down into the pit behind me, if that's possible.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
The Gnoll bolts off northward.
He gone.
There you go.
Yeah, you better run.
All right. This particular bit of combat, for all intents and purposes, is over.
Oh. Well, I was gonna like fly up here, like new.
By the way, how dark is the part of the room that we're in?
It's
Didn't even take that into consideration.
There's still some dim light coming in from the fireplace.
Okay, never mind then.
Okay, Fabagath is going to walk over here, next to these chunks of Gnoll. What must I roll to check if this meat roasting by the fire is good to eat and not just some Gnoll swill?
Make an investigation check.
Nation.
You take a look around the Gnoll's campsite. The meat still needs a little bit of cooking, but you're pretty sure it's good. As you're looking around, though, you find some slightly more valuable stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, for starters, there is that strange bag. It appears to be embroidered with several primordial runes on it.
Oh.
You hand it over to the guy who can speak primordial, and hold on as I actually scroll down to see what it says, because it's kind of important.
Thank you. Oh yeah, I guess that means I just back out into the room. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for all intents and purposes, while this is happening, can I just instigate that we start a short rest?
Yeah.
That's probably a bad idea, considering reinforcements and all that jazz.
Yeah, we got time.
We're
Make a
fine.
perception check to see if they are indeed coming up.
You got it. Perception.
You listen down the corridor.
Oh, whoops.
The whooping does not appear to be getting any closer.
Okay.
All right. The bag reads in primordial, "To my son Gem, the light of my life, Gugmek."
So this
As I type it
belongs,
out.
Or at least, okay, thank you.
Because, haha, Oriad spelling.
Ooh, come on.
You continue to look around. There's some more shiny stuff in here. There is a vial full of some silver ink that looks pretty shiny. And then there are a couple of scattered coins that look like electrum pieces.
Ooh.
Dibs.
Mal, not to be, mean or that ink looks good.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Trevor, you grab that.
I wasn't
Can I have-
looking at the ink per se, but
Can I have
anyways,
that ink? Can I
knock
have
yourself
that ink?
out.
Yes, excellent.
I think that's gonna be a noisy piece of shit. How many electrum pieces?
30.
Nice.
30 electrum pieces. Ooh.
Can I roll Arcana on this ink to see if there's anything wacky with it?
Sure.
Okay, well,
You don't think there's anything wacky with the ink other than it being a very pretty color.
I'll use that to write to cool people.
Davigat's gonna swoop up all the electrum pieces and throw 6 at each person in the room.
I
Just
can't.
to expedite that process that was gonna happen eventually, so fuck it.
What's the exchange rate out of curiosity?
2 electrum pieces is 1 gold piece.
Ooh.
So we all get 3 gold?
Yeah,
3 gold.
3 gold.
Or this electrum.
I like keeping it as the separate ones, just because it makes me feel powerful. I mean, it looks pretty.
Well, I'm not going to remember Electrum, so...
Do I remember what the name Goobmek means or who it is? Because I have it written down, but I don't have written down. Who
You
it
remember
is.
who Gugmek is. Gugmek was one of the first smiths you met when you were going through the Great Forges. He was the guy who specialized in axes, and he was the guy who said, "Oh yeah, you're probably big enough to fly."
We might want to hold on to... Oh,
Can
sorry.
I see that bag? Can I hold on to that, please?
All right.
Uh,
Hello? Hello,
Scott, are you
Mr.
alive?
Obama?
why are you talking to me?
I was talking to Thav.
Oh, that shit.
Oh,
Never mind.
I'm not the one that grabbed the bag. Malaphane's the one reading it.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh,
Mel,
right.
can I have the bag?
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
That's why I was
Thank you.
confused. Okay. Is that all?
That
So
appears
far.
to be everything valuable in the room.
Cool.
All right.
I'll
So,
go ahead and take a short rest. Give me them
Yeah.
tasty
I
dice,
would-
baby.
Are you sure we should short rest here?
We percepted
Yeah.
that they weren't coming here just yet, so it's all good.
Okay, short rest it will be then. Hooray, I get my body inspiration back. I fucking love Font of Inspiration. Makes me go, yes. I actually I can use it more than once. Also, speaking of healing, probably a really good idea to do that.
All right. So we can expend how many dice for a short rest?
How many you have?
However many you have.
Don't you have a thing that gives people additional healing on short rests, Travelon?
Let me see. I may do actually. I think I actually. One sec. Song of Rest. You can use soothing music or oration to help revitalize your wounded animal allies during a short rest. So I have to do a performance, and you guys get an extra 68.
Oh,
Wait,
so-
sorry. Hold on.
An extra-
Well,
How many?
An extra D6. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
Fucking
Yeah.
hell.
An extra
my just
68?
my
That's
dyslexia-
double.
my
dyslexia- holy
dyslexia kind of
shit.
combined two things together, and I was like, "Oh, that's what I'm reading. Cool." So yeah, I'll roll a performance check and see how I do.
Oh, tasty.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So a what D8?
6.
So
A
it's-
6, I should say.
Ah,
1d6. There you go. Oh, motherfucker. Alright.
Bump,
well, it's
bump, bump.
Ba-da-da-ba-ba-bum.
Well, I'm back to full, thank you.
let me try that.
Sick.
I'm not
Excellent.
getting good
Nice.
rolls on this.
14.
There we are.
Ooh, this dude.
I read some fabulous poetry that I tried to write earlier in the day.
Trevelyan, may I suggest next time when things like this happen, you maybe stick behind one of us instead of being in front, because you dropped down pretty fast there.
Granted, that time I was close to death, but I didn't die. That being said, I will take your advice and not get close to death again. I'll let you take the lead.
Thank you. Or at least, if you move forward, back off after doing so if you can.
You got it.
All right. During the short rest, you hear the sound of more and more cackling and speaking in Gnoll, a language none of you speak, so that's fun. But nothing seems to attack you at your makeshift campsite. Momo, as you sit with the bag, kinda idly fiddling with it, you start putting some of your pack into the bag to, like, spread out the load so your backpack doesn't feel quite as heavy.
Yeah.
The bag continues to feel really, really light.
Would it be morally wrong to look inside?
You just put your shit
You
in
just
it.
started putting shit in it offhand.
You're right. I wasn't listening. I thought I heard someone outside my door. I'm sorry.
Alright. You look into the bag.
All my stuff is in it, yeah.
You look into the bag, you don't see your stuff in it.
What?
What?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you could have sworn you put, like, your bedroll in there, but you don't see your bedroll in there.
Wait, what? And I kind of, like, stick my head deeper inside if I can.
Momo,
Yeah?
how long can you hold your breath?
Huh?
I
don't know.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that because this has happened before, Thalagath drags the little bird head out of the bag, said, Momo, stick your hand in, think about what you want, and grab it.
Thavagath? Take 20 psychic damage for breaking the rules of reality. That didn't happen to you.
Wait, didn't it?
No, it didn't! That was fresh!
Oh, motherfucker, you're right.
It was a past life.
Well,
Oh, shit, sorry.
Do I still have to see how long I can hold my breath?
What's your constitution modifier?
remember what I was saying about character archetypes?
Well, see, the
Shouldn't
funny
have
thing
done
is
that.
both Momo and I had those chests of holding that had similar properties, but
Yeah, I'm mixing up a lot of things and the fact that we haven't encountered holding
The
items.
modifier
before.
is the little number under the big number, right?
Yes.
Yes.
It's 11.
Okay, so the modifier would be 0. You stick your head in, and there's no air in the bag. You just start flailing like you can't breathe.
Okay, like I start flailing, like, oh crap, I can't, there's no air in here, I can't.
And then Thavagat, seeing the distress, but having no idea why, removes the bag from Momo's head.
Okay,
Are you okay?
There's no air in that bag.
What were you looking for?
All of my stuff is gone.
It what?
Look! Well, don't put your head in there like I did.
There we go.
Just
Why would you put your head in instead of your hand?
okay. Well, listen. I don't.
Don't you have that circlet on?
There we go. Thinks about Momo because of the fact that Momo has said that they're looking for their stuff. There we go. Thinks about Momo's stuff, not knowing that that's how the bag of holding works. Okay,
All right, you look
Thinks
for
about-
Momo's stuff. That's not specific enough.
Oh no.
Can I?
I got big
What are,
hands.
what
I
are,
could probably
what are you
hold
trying to
all of
do?
Momo's
What
stuff.
are you? I stick my hand in there and I'm looking for my dagger, like kind of desperately.
All right, you stick your hand in there, thinking about your dagger. You feel something, pull it out. Your dagger's out, back in your hands.
Hey.
What?
Oh, I think
Wait,
I know
thought
what
you
this
said
is.
nothing was there.
I thought nothing was in it. What do I have to roll to see if I know what this is?
Arcana.
Okie doke.
Momo, you think you found a bag of holding.
Huh.
Basically, you can put a whole lot of stuff into the bag of holding, and it will still be incredibly light to carry. And to take it out, you just think of what you want to pull out and yank it out.
My friends, I think I just found something incredibly useful. I
It
believe
is-
this is a bag of holding.
Ooh. That is useful. Right.
I'm gonna keep
gonna-
a hold of this.
I'm gonna roll an Arcana check for something very specific, and it's irrelevant now. I was gonna say, if I were to put in some hot food, would it stay hot in there? Is it like thermos magic?
Yeah. You
And
Oh my god.
have no idea.
out of out of game curiosity, I'm gonna keep role playing as if I don't know, but please, for my own sanity, is that how the bag of holding works?
You have no idea.
Oh fuck you, Alex! I'm good.
What?
I kind of want to put some fire in the bag, but I'm not going
Don't
bag on
set the
fire.
bag on fire.
I'm not going to. I didn't say I would.
I was just gonna cut
say
off
I
a piece.
did.
I'm just gonna cut off a piece of this now presumably cooked meat and put it in there for later.
Well, presumably it's cooked. It's been an hour.
Yeah.
What would happen if you turn the bag inside out?
Oh fuck! Don't.
Well,
Oh, don't make me think about that.
Don't
can I try?
You can certainly try.
certainly try.
I kind of hold it out in, like, I turn away from everybody and I hold it out in front of me and I push it inside out.
All right. You turn the bag inside out, and then all your stuff just kind of like dumps in a big pile at your feet.
Oh fuck!
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what I expected, but that's pretty much it, honestly. Yeah.
Is there any stuff in the pile that isn't Momo's?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Make a perception check.
I'll help you with advantage with that.
Perceive.
Or Phil can just roll.
Or Phil can do
Oh,
it.
sorry. I thought we were
Or
all
Falcon.
because
No,
I'm only allowing
huge
one.
pile of thing. Ah, okay. In
Ah.
that case, sorry, I fucked it.
You failed us.
Okay, I'll roll another one then. Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Doesn't appear to be anything that's not Momo's in that bag.
Well, I go back over and I put everything except my dagger in the bag.
All right.
It's pretty cool.
All right.
Could
Nice.
So-
definitely be of use to us.
That is a useful thing.
That is a
Yeah,
useful thing, says Corellian, who's carrying I don't know how many pounds of silver and copper.
Corellian,
Pounds of lead.
Oh yeah, it's
I'm gonna
lead. My mistake.
No,
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that the Gucci stuff, like the silver ink and the electrum, were not things commonly held by these Gnoll, and that was the shit that was already in there.
Well,
So,
didn't
maybe, who knows? Fucking-
didn't we notice that this bag was on the table that was guarded by the armor anyway
Yeah, we did.
that we passed by? So presumably the Gnolls fucked up the armor.
Presumably.
Corellian, do you want to put the lead in here?
Yeah, actually, that would be kind of nice. I don't really have the time to work on it while we're in here anyway, so Krellian will walk over and just, like, heft 20 pounds of, like, sort of, like, lead briquettes, sort of, like, lead is useful. It's good for working with, good for making prototypes with, as on account of its being very soft, but as you can imagine, it's kind of a drag to carry around.
Yeah, no doubt. Anyone else have anything they need to get off their shoulders in a way?
No, I'm good.
Perhaps absurd amounts of coinage that now have finally an excuse as to how you're carrying it around.
You're sure?
Carlian will fish out. Carlian will fish out there a certain ring that they've been keeping close watch over. Says nobody fucking puts it on, and sort of just puts it into the bag of holding, as it was living in my coin purse for that time.
Oh, okay.
And I'll put in the rest of my tinkering stuff, the wire, the copper, and the gems, just because I could just get it out for doing long rests.
Yeah.
Okay.
I suppose I don't really need this quarterstaff, so I guess I'll put that in there.
All right. So
I
you
have
shove
never
the staff
touched
into the
this.
bag.
So, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that the armor is no longer an issue. Do we want to go back to that room real quick? 'Cause I'm a nosy piece of shit.
Pardon?
I am down for that.
I didn't hear that, I'm sorry.
He wants to go back to the armor room where I started flying, where the armor was keeping as a turret.
Wasn't a fan of the fact that we just ignored all the cool stuff that was there, but I wasn't in the mood to fight off some people.
That's an idea. How about this? I'll stay here and make sure that if there's any sign of the kobolds coming, not the kobolds, bloody hell, I'm mixing up my everything. Gnolls, any sign of the Gnolls coming, I'll let y'all know, and we can be ready. Yeah?
How will
like
you
that
do
plan.
that?
I like that plan. But,
We're gonna be a little bit away, so
I mean, he could.
How long is your finger point thing? Yeah, what's the range on that?
Let's see. Right, message.
As long as you know the person.
Within range, it would be. You can cast the spell through solid objects if I'm familiar with the target and I know it. If I know it and I know it's beyond the barrier, so I can do that as long as I know you're there, and it's up to 120 feet.
Okay. I'm just gonna say.
I'll stick here with you, Trev.
I'll stick. Oh, all right.
I was actually just gonna say. I'm curious, as in me, Phil, what's in the room. Thavagath probably doesn't give the slightest shit, and he's probably the more likely to be able to withstand an oncoming of people if they should suddenly do the thing. You're a squishy little boy, so maybe you go investigate. I'll stay here.
How about me?
I
Malafine,
also-
How about me and Trevlon go in the bulk? Stay here.
So, I mean, I'm cool with that, as you know, as long as you guys are cool with possibly getting attacked by Gnolls.
I'm more okay with it than I would be okay with you getting attacked by a Gnoll.
Fair enough. Right then. So, Thav is staying, I know that. Who else is staying?
I prefer a little bit more muscle with the going away party. So
Aurelian said that they would stay.
So Thavagath and Corellian, and then you three go to the thing. Sound good?
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's do it.
Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome. All right.
Awesome.
You split the party to stand guard in this room while some of you go to do the thing.
Let's do the thing.
Let's do the thing. Come on, friendos. Let's go on
Okay,
an
so do
adventure.
Corellian and I need to do anything whatsoever to keep an eye out, or can we just assume that, it's a corridor, we'll see it?
You can take 10, or you can roll for perception.
I'll roll for perception. Wait, we each roll for perception, or just one of us?
One of you can do it with advantage.
Um,
and it looks like Atlas is doing a BRB, so congratulations.
Nope.
Hold on. Oh, God damn it. I thought I had access to some people's stuff from last time, which I only just
Not
realized.
Corellian.
But not Corellian. Alrighty then. So I will...
I have access to Corellian.
Oh shit, can you roll fucking perception with advantage? Because I can always guarantee they're better than me.
Perception with advantage, I sure
I mean, that's just in general. Atlas is fucking awesome.
Yeah,
but also
that's
Corellian.
very true.
Let's say nice things about Atlas while they're gone.
They're about to put on headphones.
Motherfucker. Atlas is so smelly. I can't believe I...
Oh, that was such. Oh, wow. Real nice. Oof.
Did they hear that?
That's not nice.
Quick, say something nice about Atlas while they're gone. Atlas is smelly.
Beautiful.
That's a really nice.
You missed a crucial step there, friend.
You
Let's
missed
say
a
nice
very
things about
crucial
Atlas while they're gone. Let's say nice things about Atlas while they're gone. Atlas is about to put the headphones on. Oh shit, Atlas is smelly.
Perfect.
Well, I see how it is.
All right.
Love you, Atlas.
Be ashamed of yourself.
I am, always. Usually.
Just so we're clear.
Okay, so yeah, 21 perception from the good old Corellian.
Cool. You both peer down the corridor. You're pretty sure there's nothing coming up, otherwise you would have heard the telltale cackle.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Meanwhile, Malifane, Chevlon, and Momo, you head back to that first room, look around. It looks ransacked. 2 piles of plate armor are lying on the floor, like helmets and paulders and basically every single part of the armor in a big pile separated from everything else. There are some shattered weapons on tables and against the wall. There's a lot of scattered rocks all around. This place looks like garbage.
Is there
Out
any
of character,
curious
wouldn't
things?
really know that, just saying.
Sorry, you were saying, is there any what now?
Is there anything decent in this pile of garbage?
Make an investigation check.
Okay.
I will help with that.
Hooray! Bada bing, bada boom. Investigation zoom.
All right.
E.
Ooh.
You take a look around. There appear to be a couple of swords still left intact, and a suit of armor over... Let me bring him up. Here. Who's leaning against the wall, looking in your direction.
Is it alive?
I was gonna say, looking in your general direction.
It's not moving.
Can I cast Arcana?
You can certainly do that, but first there's some other stuff. Among all the scattered rocks, there are some gemstones. Surprise! I spoiled that way! Yay! And there are some bits and pieces of parchment. And as you look around, the wooden table on which a couple of shattered weapons lay is not a table at all. It's kind of thicker, goes all the way down to the ground, and has like a hinge in it, and has some words in Primordial kind of covered by dust, which read,
I got this.
"Here lies Gem, the light of my life. Googmek."
Oh.
Oh no!
Can you write that down, please?
A lot of this...
It's basically the same thing as the last one. It's just, "Here lies" instead of blah 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 blah.
Thank you.
That is.
I have a feeling a
That
lot of
is-
these things had something to do with Googmek.
That is unfortunate.
Can I go
Well,
examine the armor that was, like, taken apart by the Gnolls?
Sure.
I'm gonna take a look at the gemstones in the meantime.
All right.
And whilst that's happening, I'm going to look at the swords.
Momo, you walk over to the suit of armor. It looked like it was built for a dwarven build, but now it appears to have suffered like a couple of scratches and like there's some bite marks on it, and it just looks fallen and broken down. Mel, you're looking at the gemstones. You peer through them. There appear to be like a couple different types. There's 3 gemstones in here. Some varieties of agate, it looks like. And Trevelyan, as you go to examine the swords, you hear a shing as one of them flies off the table and points at Malifane. And then there's a clank as the suit of armor that was leaning against the wall turns its helmet to look at Malifane.
Can I try and grab the sword by its hilt and stop it?
You can certainly try. Make an acrobatics check.
Right, cool. I'm going to use my bardic inspiration on this. This is pretty important. So I'm going to give myself a D8. So let me see. /R-D8. So I'll be having 3 added onto my athletics.
Cool.
Here we go. Athletics.
Yeah,
Fucking
no,
sick.
you just kind of fumble around for the sword as it spins in the air, floating in midair, pointing at Malifane.
What if I back away from the gemstones?
The sword tracks your movement but does not approach.
So,
Okay.
seems like that guy, and Trevelyan points at the armor looking at Mal, is pretty protective of that treasure.
Understandable. Wait. I look at the wooden what's it again. You don't think.
What do you mean? I don't think. What do you explain?
Remember what was inscribed into it. Here lies gem, the light of my life. Is it possible? I'm just theorizing here.
Do you think it's possessed?
I'm not sure.
But
But if that sword is any indication...
Can I make an Arcana check?
Sure.
I would like to make an Arcana check on the sword and armor if possible.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay. I don't know why they're doing this.
You think something might be animating this suit of armor and sword.
Motherfucker.
Alex, does message work on ghosts?
You don't know. You're not familiar with the ghost, so you would have no idea where to point.
That's true. Well, you know what? I guess I'll point message at the armor and see if it's in there.
You point at the tomb.
I'm going to keep my eye on the sword, just in case.
I point my finger at the suit of armor and I cast message and I say, "Is anyone there?"
Silence.
Maybe he's a little bit, Momo, do you know spells that can deal with the undead? Or at the very least, make them move?
I might happen to know one thing.
Well, if you can possibly do something to make this, whatever it is, presence known, I'd advise doing that.
Alright, Alex, I have Toll the Dead and Animate Dead. Which one would be most likely to use?
Neither of those are going to contact a dead person.
Heck! Then
I get the feeling it's going to... I get the feeling that one of those two is going to make things worse.
Yeah!
Do you have any, channel divinity features that would work?
I do have a channel divinity. Okay.
Does it help with undead?
Let me check.
Preferably not killing them. And I don't mean that in the terms of my pacifism. I mean, like, you know.
Well, they're undead. I mean, how much more could you kill?
You're gonna make him
Granted.
re-dead.
But
Sure,
still.
pacifism's the right word there, chum.
I don't think we should be touching any of this.
I agree with you. I mean, certainly if something... I mean, I've not got any use for it, and if something wants that stuff to stay where it is, I'm not going to meddle with it.
A cleric would have turn undead or destroy undead. And then as a light cleric, you wouldn't have anything undead specific.
Mal backs away from the sword to see what will happen. And backs away out of the room, more specifically.
The sword still points at Mal. Then it turns toward Momo and Trevlon, each in turn.
Oh.
Before, like, kind of scooting to direct you out.
Mal looks to the arm. Well, first, yeah, do your thing.
If I look at the armor for this, if anybody's in there, we're not trying to hurt you or anybody. Is your name Jem?
Silence.
In any case, if we have time, we'll come back and say hi. Not to take your things, just to talk. So, yeah. And Trevlon looks at Momo and says, you got any other things you want to do in here? Because I think otherwise I'd like to leave this guy in peace.
Agreed.
I would have to agree.
All right. Let's go fight some gnolls. And Trevlon heads out of the room.
Mal quickly looks to the suit of armor and says, thank you, and walks away.
Alright. What do you do, Momo? Oh,
Oh, I don't do anything. I follow out of the room with Trevlon.
Okay, cool.
Sorry,
Alright.
everything just went like kaput for me.
I thought so, because you were just dead, Silent.
Yeah. Okey pokey.
Okie pokey. Zoop. Alright. The group reunites back at the Gnolls campsite as the fire starts slowly dying down.
Okay, last call. Who wants some pig?
I'm all right. Thanks.
More
me too.
pig for
Thank you,
Fabregas.
but no.
Can I heal from eating pig?
No.
Well, I'm gonna eat some pig anyway.
What is this, a video game?
Yes.
What is video?
What is this, Skyrim, where you can just pause and chug
What
like
is
5 wheels of
Skyrim?
cheese?
Todd Howard, you've done it again.
Todd
Who
Howard.
is Todd Howard?
He's done it again.
That's much as true.
Todd Howard is the god of things going wrong. Whenever you see a horse and it's at a 90-degree angle on the side of a mountain, you'll know it is the work of Todd Howard.
If ever
He
you
is
fuck,
canonized.
if ever you find your personal information on the internet just because you wanted to play a game, it's Todd Howard.
It's Todd Howard.
Todd Howard.
If ever you find yourself playing a game that was a massive scam that violates the Better Business Bureau practices, Todd Howard's done it again.
Howard.
If you ever want to play a game made by a guy with a goddamn alien looking ass face. I'm just taking cheap shots.
Anyways,
Anyway,
noticing that the fire is dimming, Mal looks to Krellian and Thav and asks them, any word, any sign?
They're not getting closer.
So it looks like it's our job. Don't get closer. As this seems to be the only passage we haven't explored yet. Unless I usually am.
Wait, what about the prince?
The what?
Oh, shit.
I'm
the
pretty sure we'd
prince.
have heard more signs of a struggle if he ran into too many issues.
Yeah, on that note, I think we'd have just heard if he was anywhere near us. That guy doesn't exactly scream subtlety.
Yeah.
Granted.
That's fair.
And if we're lucky, we can trap whatever's, farther ahead between us and him, maybe.
Plus, with him in our party, the game becomes too easy. I mean,
What?
What?
what? Nothing. Let's go. Do.
If anything happens, cover my mouth.
What?
I'm gonna say I
Just
want to
do
cross
it.
this after you cross it. I mean, does the bridge look sturdy enough?
Make a survival check.
I guess since I'm the one on the thing, I'll do it.
What?
You,
Stealth, hello.
You sneak
Oh,
up
shit,
to
sorry,
the bridge to see if it's sturdy.
I sneak so good, it doesn't even notice I'm there and I cross without incident, right, Alex?
Incorrect.
Motherfucker.
I looked him before anything. It's like, Thav, don't.
You sneak up to the bridge.
Something doesn't seem right. Bev.
I am going to use my bonus action to. Well, no, never mind. I'm just going to sort of extend my war pick. I'm going to stay in my position, but I'm going to extend my war pick just so that Thav maybe has something to grab onto if he needs it.
Yeah.
Thavagath is going to very light on his feet. Oh shit, I clicked that twice. Ignore the second one. Pirouette across.
Alright, yeah, I can say acrobatics count for, tiptoeing across. You, with all the grace of the mighty goat, you cross the bridge.
Excuse you, Alex, did I say tiptoe? Sorry, no. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, you could pirouette if you want to fall.
Yeah, that's fair.
Who wants to go next?
I would say second biggest next. Wait, this thing is... Wait, sorry. I would say second biggest next. This thing is not incredibly stable, and we want to...
That'd probably be me with all my armor on. Then.
Yeah.
So
Malha. You go first, sorry.
Be careful, but if you feel something crack, sprint and I'll catch you.
Alright. I will move forward carefully, and if I feel something crack, I'm going to just leap for Thavagath.
Okay.
Yeah, Thavagath is holding out his trident, so here... Yeah. Nothing?
Make an acrobatics check.
Ah, heck.
In your heavy plate armor, Corellian, you take a couple dainty steps forward. And hearing that sound, you immediately make a leap. Make an athletics check. Yeah,
Hey.
you jump off just fine and land on the other side, as below you, part of the bridge just collapses into the void.
Oh, man.
Why are you nervous, Momo?
Because nobody else can cross.
Not necessarily.
I mean, you can fly. We have ropes.
I'm not worried about myself.
We have ropes. We can make do.
I can also help carry with ropes if I need be. So...
Well,
who's going next?
good luck, Malafine.
Grappling hook?
You can put it on a rope and toss it aside to get an advantage on, walk to the other side.
To do what?
To get advantage on going to the other side.
Okay, let's do that. Thank you.
Why did Malphine get out his grappling hook? To get to the other side.
Phil, did you realize that you were a comedic genius at birth, or was that just like a thing you learnt?
Oh, dude, this is, you can't learn this, my dude. This is just...
Athletics check, you said?
You can't learn this, my dear.
Okay.
My dear.
That was scary. I don't like that.
I thought I'd be seeing you before.
You make a leap aided by the grappling hook, but fall just short, so you're now just kind of like dangling in the abyss. Hook clinging to the other side.
I immediately flap my wings, grab him with my talons, like on the scruff of the shirt, and I attempt to pull him up.
How can you lift him?
Make an athletics check.
Can someone make an athletics check for me? Because Roll20's taking a shit.
I think I can? I cannot.
Give me a
I
second.
cannot either.
Thank you.
Here, I'll do it manually. What is it?
Oh wait.
I just did it. It was a 13.
Heck!
All right.
Maybe?
How much do you weigh, Malphine?
Give me a second while I look that up again.
Bit of a personal question, Alex. God.
140.
Oh dear.
I have a no.
That's not enough.
Can I roll Bardic Inspiration to possibly give them an extra bit of help?
You certainly can.
Please
Yeah.
be an 8.
Please.
So I'm going to take my pickaxe and kind of like thunk it into the wall where I am, and then I'm going to use that to sort of let myself ease
Dangle.
forward, and then extend a claw out to Momo.
Yeah. Aided by Trevlon's inspiration, Momo finds the strength to hoist up Mal just a little bit and drop him on the other side.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can do it. And Trevlon gives some thumbs up on the other side. Alright, now you guys might want to move out the way for this next bit, because this is not either going to go really good or really bad. And Trevlon takes a deep breath and
Momo,
tries
your
to
token
get...
is in the hole.
He's
Momo
flying.
can fly.
Oh, right, sorry.
That was
Trevlon
me pulling
tries...
a beak raspberry.
Trevlon tries to walk across.
Okay, you try to walk across. There's a pit in the way.
Alright, okay, try to jump across then. Shit.
Make an athletics check.
Oh, here we go again. I'm really proud of this next bit, because you're going to go fucking wow.
Oh, look at those stumpy legs move.
Those stumpy legs leap into the air and make it to the other side.
Okay, never doing that again. Let's move
Oh,
on.
yes, you are. We've got to come back, remember.
No. I'm looking forward to
In the
that.
distance, you hear, "You slowpokes coming or what?"
I will kind of yank my pick out of the wall and sort of gesture for Trevlon ahead of me. So I'm taking up the rear.
If there is no light, congratulations, Trevlon, Momo, and Thavagoth. You have no fucking idea what's around you.
Well, I will take Trevlon by the shoulder and sort of like pull him a bit towards away from the pit until we have light.
Thank you.
I want to. Can I cast light?
Mm-hmm.
Or would that be a good idea?
I don't know. Do you want to see?
Okay,
I mean, it looks like dead up ahead.
No, it doesn't. We can't see.
I mean, I can.
Well, yeah, that's you're a bitch. I mean,
Gee, thanks.
I cast.
that was in character.
I clasp my shoulders and I cast light dimly on myself, so my entire body is glowing.
Okay.
A dim.
Usually.
Your entire body is glowing a dim. All right. Dim
Mal
light
can
is
see.
not enough for anyone but Mal to see in there. Mal, it looks like some kind of promenade lined with statues leading down to a set of twisting stairs. Statues are kind of hard to make out. It looks like there's been some vandalism and destruction on them.
I wonder who did
Can I
that.
brighten the lightness?
Yeah.
Or can I lighten or brighten? Can
You
I
already said
brighten up?
yes.
Can you make a different level of light? Yes.
Would you like to?
Can I up the light settings on myself?
Yes. Can you
Thank you.
adjust brightness in the options menu?
Increase the gamma.
Okay, I make myself brighter.
As you do that, you hear a voice behind you get, "Oh, god damn! Ah!
Oh, sorry.
Not
Sorry.
much warning, eh?
It's like the Gnoll has done some damage."
Traveler, why are you upside down?
I'm being dragged.
I'm not dragging you. I've got like my claw on your shoulder. You're just moving forward so you know where to go. Would you rather me hold your hand? Like,
No, it's, I mean, shut up. Okay, fine.
Is that what I can imagine of Corellian dragging a sulking, arms crossed Trevlon by his ankle?
That's exactly what I was imagining.
well,
It's a good image.
all right. If we have to do this again, if you would rather put your hand, if you would rather hold the tip of my tail, that's fine.
I mean, that, I don't even know if that's better or worse.
Whatever.
You know what, I'll just do it. Just lead on. It's fine.
Well, he's lit now, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
All right. You
Motherfucker.
you go
Piss
down the
off.
statue promenade. It sure is full of those destroyed statues. As I'm refreshing Roll20 because it's slow as hell.
Oh, dang.
Mm-hmm.
Frick,
And
roll
before
20.
us is a hole.
Before you stands a long set of staircases.
Oh boy. Wait,
Or
Mom?
just one long staircase, rather.
New room, yay!
What happened to all set of staircases? Which one shall we choose?
Can I investigate the statues?
Sure.
I want to see, like, if they're just statues, then it's just my imagination. But I want to see if they do anything, like if there's some sort of triggers or something.
All right. They look like ordinary statues to you.
Okay.
Can I
Just
get a
my
marching
imagination.
order for heading down the stairs?
I'll go in front.
I'll
okay.
be in the middle so everyone can see around us.
I'll take the rear in case of ambush.
All right.
I'll go just after Mal then, unless you'd like to go first, Corellian.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to move you.
It's okay.
All right.
Here, Corellian, can we switch places so that I'm in
Sure.
the middle so everyone can see?
Good plan.
Cool.
Mm.
All right. You descend the stairs, and it goes down for quite a while. Da-da-da-da-da. Upper right.
There we go. Oh, blurry
Oh, there we go. Thank you.
Yep. All right. As you descend, you come to the end of this long line of vandalized statues, and before you stands a very long tunnel. There are some carvings on the walls nearby in Dwarven and Terran. They read the same thing. Before you stands the long dark. Tread cautiously.
The long dark.
Weird.
Any of you happen to know what that is?
I can't say that I do off the top of my head unless I roll a history check and see if that's anything noticeable.
Well, follow the line. Yeah, there we go.
Red boys are great.
Cautiously forward.
Yep.
Can I roll a history check to see if the long dark is a thing?
Sure,
of
yeah.
popular fiction or anything like that?
Oh, the long dark definitely sounds like it would be in popular fiction. You read about something called the Long Dark in the works of this children's book author by the name of Geisel.
Geisel, right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It came up in a series of his books basically as something representing the great unknown from which there is no turning back, no matter what the destination is. You're pretty sure it was a metaphor and not an actual long tunnel, though.
Fair enough. This ain't anything like, eldritch or crazy, but it's definitely not good. So let's be careful.
Okay.
Got it. Well, lead the way, guys.
Carefully we go.
Momo?
I got it.
There you go.
There we go.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and expedite the process and assume that Alex will stop us if we go too far and just
That is absolutely correct. All right. As you approach the corner, you hear...
corner.
Yeah. You hear this deep, sonic... echoing through the mine, and dust and grit sift down from the ceiling as the sound echoes all around. And then it's quiet.
Spooky.
Okay. Would I be able to make a deduction and figure out whether or not that thing is alive?
Make a nature check. You don't know.
Can I make
don't know. Yeah, you go ahead.
Can I make an investigation check to see if I recognize the sound in any capacity?
That wouldn't be an investigation check. You'd have to be,
What's that?
actively looking for an extended period of time, and that was just a brief woom woom woom.
Would I be able to roll something to sort of extrapolate what that could have been based on my previous knowledge of living underground and shit?
Sure, you make a nature check.
Oh, there we fucking go.
You are pretty certain that's nothing you've ever heard before, Corellian.
Oh, motherfucker, alright.
Yeah. You are very, very sure you have heard nothing living or otherwise that makes that sound.
Could it have been mechanical?
Make an intelligence check.
Oh.
Oh.
Good thing I'm good at these.
Oh.
Yeah. And as you think back to your time living underground, your mind drifts to other things instead. Other things you'd rather be doing if only you had the chance. And then you snap back to reality and you forget what you were thinking about.
Anyway, I didn't hear it long enough, but I've definitely never heard anything like that before.
Handy. Well,
regardless, we'll just tread cautiously.
Wait, slow down!
For all we know, it could have been some sort of machine or a mythical creature or something.
I'm kind of just assuming that you guys are staying behind me.
Yes.
All right. You continue moving, and again you hear...
That's so very disconcerting.
Is it coming from a different place every time? Or does it sound like it's coming from the same spot?
Make a perception check.
I'll assist with that.
Okay, so do it with advantage. It's pretty difficult to determine the exact point of origin because this cave echoes so much, but you're pretty sure it's coming from one spot.
Relay this information. Are
So it's not
the
possible.
walls and ceilings, are they all fairly just natural rock as we go down this passage?
Looks like natural rock as you continue down through the very, very long tunnel.
A long dark indeed.
Well, there's nowhere else to go, so...
Not that we know of, at least.
The
And
only
I'm
way
assuming
forward.
there isn't any clear opening anywhere.
You can't see anything, just a long and narrow and dark but helpfully illuminated tunnel.
Guys, there's a turn here.
Oh, thanks for your input.
Actually,
We
you
could
know
try and
what?
sneak around. Wait.
Yeah.
Wait. What if they were around there? Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought about that. You're a sneaky, sneaky boy.
On it,
Wanna have a peek?
of course. Stealth normal roll.
Stealth normal.
It's way too curvy a peek for me to be happy with.
All right. You peek around the corner. There look to be some gnolls sitting and cackling.
Oh, Jesus, that one right there is real ugly.
Oh yeah, they're there, and they look vicious.
All right.
Are they all at the entrance? Or what are they doing exactly?
They look to just be sitting there. The same one who I think is their leader is there. There look like maybe 2 of them, maybe 3.
Okay,
Nice.
mechanics thing, Alex. If we were to try and get Momo to cast Fireball as a surprise, would we still have to roll initiative before that can happen, or can that be a thing that we do before the initiative? Okay.
That would be a surprise round. You still have to roll initiative to do it, but you would act before the Gnolls because they would be surprised. You would also all have to do stealth.
Eee, fantastic.
Could I give them each advantage?
All of us?
All of them? No!
Momo at
What if
least?
What if you gave me advantage? Because I'm not.
Yeah, I was gonna say give Momo advantage since he's the one that's trying to turn the corner to cast it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can give Momo advantage.
Yes.
All right, I tried to get him through the entryway.
All right.
Make sure that you turn.
Just within sight.
Yeah.
First, before they do that, Trevlon says, "Turn your light off."
Oh,
Before I forget.
right. I
Remember,
cancel out
cover
the light.
my mouth,
You
please.
cancel out
Yep.
the light.
And
It is
Thavagath
now
puts his
dark.
hand over. Thavagath puts his hand over Malifane, becoming Eskull's mouth. Holds his hands behind his back as he transforms. Said, "Okay, shh, sneaky time, shh."
All right. It is now completely dark. Momo, you can't see.
Oh.
Trevlon whispers, "Do you need to be? How do you cast Fireball exactly?"
I look. How do you cast Fireball?
Does it come out of their hands?
You
Or?
cast it at a point you can see.
Cast it at a point I can see.
Okay, so if someone who can see the point were to direct and effectively point
That is
their own hand,
exactly
at
what
the
I
thing,
was going to do.
would that work? Okay, Thavagath lets go of Eskull and just very calmly explains the
Who's
situation.
Esgal?
Oh, sorry,
Ez.
As
sorry,
there was
Ez,
a baby, but I don't think you met the baby.
Yeah, and explains the situation. Just like, okay,
Yeah.
it's
So-
dark. The only one who can see. We need your help. Please point them all in the right direction for a fireball. You know that one.
All too well. Alright. S goes on ahead, notices the 3 gnolls, and tries to point Momo in the general, just a general vicinity of where to fire.
Okay. I feel his arm up to his finger, and then I point my finger exactly where his finger was pointing.
You lean around to point your finger, and then you hear a chunk,
And off comes the finger.
and a huge ballista bolt soars down the corridor and strikes the both of you.
Ooh,
Oh.
fun.
You take, the total is 16 piercing damage,
Oh!
Oh, frick!
and you are knocked back into the wall, and the gnolls cackle and ready for war. And because we don't have time to finish the gnoll encounter today, that's where we're going to leave off our session.
No!
Yes.
What
I
is
am-
20? What is 29 minus 16?
13.
Not much.
Thank
Not much. Yeah, I was about to say less than 29 for sure.
Less than what you want.
Wow, really?
Wait
Yeah,
a minute,
it's
Momo
crazy.
didn't even roll stealth, did they?
Yeah, Momo did not roll stealth. That's why the
is that?
Gnolls saw him.
Why didn't you
Yeah.
tell me to roll stealth?
We tried.
We did?
I mean, Alex did at least twice.
Yeah, and then you didn't. So I'm like, okay, you're not stealthy.
I'm so sorry.
Man,
Wah,
I
wah.
love it when this happens.
Mhm. Well, this has been a fun experience. Thank you for watching, everyone, and we will see you on the next episode of Fallen Empires, where our heroes learn the value of stealth and light. Bye-bye!
Like,
Bye.
Bye.
I craved each other.